Mexico is the second most populous country in Latin America. With a population of nearly 112 million, it has strategic leadership and influence in the region and ever-deepening cultural and economic ties with the United States. MacArthur first began making grants in Mexico in 1986 and opened an office there in 1992. Here, grant-making supports population and reproductive health, development of effective human rights protections, and migration in Mexico. Mexico currently has the largest population of young people it has ever had. Today, nearly a third of the population, over 31 million people, is aged 10 to 24. Many young Mexicans, particularly in rural and indigenous areas, face challenges in accessing the education and health services they need to make informed and responsible decisions about having children. Maternal mortality, when a woman dies of preventable causes during pregnancy or childbirth, is also more frequent in indigenous regions of Mexico than in other areas. Grant-making in this field focuses on improving maternal health, reducing unsafe abortion-related maternal death, and improving young people's reproductive and sexual health. It places a woman's well-being at the center of population policy and emphasizes the rights of individuals to determine and plan family size. Grantees like the Mexico National Safe Motherhood Committee have helped shape national maternal health policy and negotiate and follow up on shared local-level goals with partners to improve the accountability and implementation of these programs. Others, like Asesoría, Capacitación y Asistencia en Salud in the southern state of Chiapas, work with teen health promoters and traditional indigenous authorities in remote areas to bring information about gender equality and reproductive and sexual health that will help young people lead healthy reproductive lives. MacArthur supports local organizations that strengthen laws and institutions, promote the rule of law, and protect free expression. Grant-making in this field helps advance reforms around critical human rights issues at federal and state levels, monitor the performance of institutions of government, and conduct policy research and advocacy toward effective approaches to public security. Integral to these efforts is concern for the well-being of human rights defenders working on these and other important issues. Grantees like Tlachinolan, which MacArthur started supporting almost a decade ago and is now considered one of Mexico's leading human rights organizations, litigates high-impact cases to promote the reform of abusive practices by the army, police, or government authorities, and thereby improves the well-being of local people. Other grantees focus on protection of human rights and due process in the operation of the penal justice system, helping to entrench internationally accepted practices in its protection of victims' rights and the accused, and trying to change a system that presumes people are guilty before proven innocent. Today, nearly 32 million people with Mexican background live in the United States. MacArthur is currently engaged in an exploratory phase of grant-making on migration issues in Mexico, which is increasingly oriented toward the Mexico-U.S. migration corridor. In addition to helping provide better protection for migrants, MacArthur's grant-making helps foster improvements in bilateral migration relations between Mexico and its northern and southern neighbors through multinational dialogue initiatives and by offering new opportunities for cross-national policy discussions. Specific work funded to date includes studies of migrant recruitment practices, creating a pro bono lawyers network to help defend migrants in Mexico, and research on the relationship between migration and economic development. MacArthur is deepening its commitment to Mexico. With more than 800 grants totaling about $120 million given to institutions and individuals in Mexico to date, MacArthur looks forward to a continued partnership with organizations run by talented individuals who are committed to building mechanisms for accountability, justice, and the dignity of individual Mexicans.